Well, after a day and a half wait, I finally got these parts. They had to come down from Edmonton, which isn't really that far away, but when it comes to parts, that adds an extra day to the trip. So we got the new power window motors, and while I was at it, I picked up another new battery. Seems like there's no end to buying batteries around here, but the van's not good without the batteries. It has a main battery up front and then the auxiliaries in the back to run the camper. I think that the Viper alarm, though, has been draining these batteries even when it's not turned on. And if you deep cycle one of these regular battery, doesn't take very many times, but too many times, next thing you know, it won't hold the charge, and that's what's happened. So I'm going to try and pull the plug on that Viper alarm, so it can't be draining all the batteries all the time. So anyways, I'm going to get at this installation here and see if I can't get these power windows working before the rain starts again, because we had quite a storm last night. It's not raining right now, so it's a good time for me to get out and work on the van, because the van won't fit inside the garage. I didn't make the door quite high enough, and the van is a little bit longer. It would fit in here, but you wouldn't have a lot of room to move around it. And of course, it's a 3-car garage with 5 cars in it, so that might have something to do with it. I don't know. Well, there's the new one. It doesn't have a plug on it, so I'll have to take the plug off of that and connect it on there with these, looks like Scotch connectors. Connect the plug onto it. And yes, this is the right one for that side. There's another bracket that's going to have to be moved onto this. It doesn't have, so that's not a big problem. But okay, it's rather labor intensive. But I've got this in the vise, and this big spring on the other side there is preloaded. Put some blocks under it there so I can engage the gear, and that'll once the gear's engaged to it, it'll hold it in place. Gear is engaged now, so that's holding that. Something else I noticed, that they didn't send the bolts that I need to bolt this unit back into the door, because originally it had these big rivets in them that had to be drilled out, and Obviously, I don't have a rivet gun that handles rivets that big, I don't think. And I need bolts, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know if I can get those bolts in town here today. Okay, that's a start. There, that gives us two nicely soldered and shrink wrapped joints, because there is a certain amount of moisture or water that may get into the door and cause other types of connections to corrode and fail. And I would rather use soldered joints in a moist environment than clunky things like these. Now these work pretty good, but I don't know how well they work in a wet environment, and personally I think that looks way better. And I can trust that. I know that that joint is not going to give me trouble. Well, I got both power window motors and regulators mounted back in here, but it was raining too hard and I had to stop because I don't want the door panels to get drenched. And anyways, I don't know if you can see it in there, but the new motor is up there, regulator, and they do work. I've tested them both. So we have power windows again. So that's 5 power windows out of 8 that I've fixed. So far all the other power windows still work. As soon as this rain lets up or stops, I'll finish doing the door panel, but I don't feel like getting wet for it, or getting the door panel wet anyway. So anyways, well, we have oil pressure, that's a good sign. Anyways, let's check these windows. That one's a win. That's the way I like it. No grinding or bumping or jerking and clashing of gears. Much better. Anyways, first time the van's been fired up since last fall. Of course, I have a lot of faith in my Dodges now. I've only owned 2 of them, but damn. That's a hell of a truck. Always makes it home anyways. .360 cubic inch. It's got a 518A transmission, I believe it is. which is basically a 727 with an overdrive. Time to hit the road again. Anyways, power windows work like new. That's a wrap.